Atlanta, can you read this Herm?
Of course. Leo, Hizele Nisiros. Here arrived the Nisiros. Oaxaca Oto Weawape Lechie Lenotunca. After many months across the Great Sea. Ni Tuweya at Oyeye Waka. We were guided by the messenger. Asaria Niteka Wiki. To Saria, our new home. Bisa made this Herm.
I remember when the Nisiros first arrived on Saria. I met them at the edge of the forest in the guise of a magnificent ram. In hindsight, I might have chosen a different form. Their hunters tried to shoot me. You've done a great thing here, Jason of Yelkus. You've restored Saria and the Nisiros.
The Nisiros deserved my help. Now they can build the life they dreamt of.
Speaking of dreams, it's time your quest continued. Before I give you something, I must take something back. I allowed you to see through my eyes for a time, but mortals are not meant to see that way for long. Let's see what I can give you in return. I call it wind shear. It will serve you well. And one more thing. Now all who come to Saria will know what you've done.
Hermes, I'm honored by your gifts. But I need to find the one who carries your blood.
Ah, yes. Nearly forgot. Come, let's speak with Lycus.
Hermes, you honor us.
You honor yourself, Lycus, by choosing to stay and fight. The tribe Nisiros is forever favored in my eyes. Jason needs one who shares my blood. Lycus, what do you say?
What do I say?
Lycus? In the bloodline of Hermes?
Not just Lycus. All centaurs. It's a long story. But I think Lycus would be a good fit for your purpose, Jason.
I would be honored to help Jason in any way I can.
Then welcome aboard. We have room on the Argo for one more. That is, if she's willing.
Me?
If we're tight on space, she can share my quarters.
Why do you want me to join you?
Atlanta, you began as our guide, but you became a friend. I would trust you with my life.
I've long thought about seeing the world beyond this island. My tribe comes first. What say you, Lycus?
Atalanta, you are Nisiros, but you are also human. Venture out among your own kind for a time. Learn about your people, and then choose where you best belong.
Then my bow is yours, Jason.
Excellent. This tale gets more interesting by the minute.
It's time we leave. Argonauts, to the ship!
We will be together again.
Now is not a good time, Jason. The ambush on Saria troubles me. How could the Black Tongues know we would be there? I fear there is a spy among us, so I have opened my mind to Hecate. I will be able to sense others whose minds are touched by her hand.
Does this put us at risk?
If I can sense them, they can sense me. It may alert them to our location, but if there is a spy, they already know that. I sense a presence following us, looking down upon us as if from a great height. They are aware of our purpose. They know what we know. The spy has been with us since we left Yolkus. No! She sees me. No! Stay out of my mind!
Medea!
I can't stop it, Jason! The runes! I can't release the power with these runes here! Remove them, Jason! Or I will die!
The runes are supposed to protect you, and the rest of us. We agreed when we set out you were to stay here until our voyage was complete.
You have no right to keep me imprisoned! Let me out! Jason, you will not regret my gratitude. Do you not find me attractive? You are young, inexperienced. There is much I can teach you. Much I can show you.
You cannot tempt me. The real Medea would know that. You're not the Medea I know. You're being controlled. Fight it!
No!
Medea?
Yes. She is gone now.
I felt her. I felt Hecate.
I needed you to help me. I needed your will to drive her out. Thank you.
Are you hurt?
My mind is weary. Leave me now. I must rest.
We're one step closer to Alcime, Jason. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Lycomedes.
If we succeed, Mycenae will owe a debt to everyone on this ship.
Let me know if you require anything. I take my leave.
After my tribe made the journey from Arcadia to Saria, I told myself I would never sail the seas again. Goes to show you, despite all our plans and declarations, the great unknown will always have its say. At least the tribe is well. I will look forward to my return and seeing the progress they have made.
Who will lead the Nasiros in your absence?
Agrios has been chosen to serve as Aleph for the time being. He is a good choice. Our females will be returning soon, and they will help as well.
I'm glad you supported Atalanta's choice to come along.
I think this voyage will be a wonderful experience for her, the danger notwithstanding. She is a special girl, a special woman. There is much to admire in her. The Nasiros cannot be selfish and keep her hidden from the world on Saria. I think she has much to learn from other humans, but I also think she has much to teach as well.
Were you surprised to learn you were in the bloodline of Hermes?
At first, yes. There are many legends of centaur origins, but none included Hermes. After I thought on it, though, it seemed fitting. I am proud to be a descendant of Hermes. No doubt he is amused by the entire situation.
That's all for now, Lycus. Thank you.
That centaur armor is finely crafted. Strong, but also flexible. I suppose if you've been at war for a millennium, your warcraft would be advanced.
I've charted our course to Kithra. Shall I let her loose?
Make good time. As fast as she can go.
There are secrets buried on Kithra that we would rather not have unearthed. Send some men. Have them seek a way inside the temple. If it's still sealed, then let them lie in wait for Jason when he arrives. Alcime.
What is it?
We've arrived at Kithra. We'll soon go ashore to find a descendant of Athena.
I sense a taint on this island. A corruption.
Hecate? Black Tongues?
I'm not sure. It's not like any other presence I've felt involving the Dark Titaness. It's old and quiet. Almost as if dormant.
Hostile?
I can't say. It's as if it teeters on the edge, waiting to be tipped to one side or the other.
I fought a campaign in the swamps of the Cyclades once. Word of advice, lad. Watch the bugs. I lost more men to bugs than I did to the enemy.
Let me know if you require anything. I take my leave.
I'm afraid I can't be of much help to you here, Jason. My people have never heard of Kithra before. One thing I can tell you. The winds carry no scent of humans. Cooking fires, fisheries, waste, nothing.
Tell me about Hermes.
Continue on your path, and the messenger will surely walk beside you. You have his attention, and that is not an easy thing to claim.
Tell me of the aspects of Hermes.
Hermes is the messenger of the gods. Through his aspects, your prayers and appeals can be more swiftly delivered. This allows you to call upon the powers of Olympus more often and with greater effect.
What powers does Hermes grant his champions?
Draw upon Hermes' divine speed to unleash flurries of attacks beyond mortal limits. Or call upon the forces of wind, air, and the spirit world to blast your opponents before you.
Tell me of Hermes' trickery.
Hermes is a mischievous rogue who takes as much pleasure in making his opponent look foolish than in defeating him. An opponent who is embarrassed is often frustrated, and one who is frustrated is easily defeated. Call upon Hermes in battle, and let him play his tricks through you. Watch as your opponents flail about, fighting ghosts. You may find the results amusing.
Tell me of Hermes' wrath.
What can strike so soft as to barely move the hairs upon your arm? and so hard as to destroy a mountain? The answer is the wind, and it is Hermes who commands that force. Call to him, favored one, and he will lend you the force of air. Gusts so strong and sharp as to devour any who stand against you.
Tell me of Hermes' speed.
Show me the world's greatest champions. Show me the strongest, the biggest, the fiercest, the bravest. And after you've shown all these to me, then show me the fastest, for that is the greatest among them. Speed of mind, speed of body. There are no more lethal weapons than that. If you would know what speed truly is, call upon Hermes and ask him.
Tell me of Hermes' connection to the spirit world.
Hermes is the spirit guide, and he knows the lands of the underworld as well as he does the peak of Olympus. Of all the places upon this world or the one below, Tartarus is the most fearsome. The deepest hell of Hades' realm. It is a black pit of pain and despair, from which there is no escape for the damned it holds. Call upon him, and he will reveal a path to this dark place, a gaping maw that will devour all those who oppose you.
Lycus, what do you know of the wit and guile of Hermes?
The centaurs of Arcadia believe in a demon that sits upon their backs and spurs them into impulsive decisions. Have you ever known one who seemingly could not help but choose the wrong, even when he knew the right? I speak of small things, little things, a task that must be done and yet is put off without good cause. One who walks out to the cliff's edge and stands on one leg just to feel the rush of his mortality. This is the demon my people speak of, but I know better. That is no demon. It is Hermes, whispering in your ear, smiling, laughing, and who are we to deny him?
That's all for now, Lycus. Thank you.
If by chance you come across some quicksilver, could use a bit of it around here.
I doubt it, Daedalus, but we'll keep a lookout.
Or cinnabar. Cinnabar would be a godsend.
Most ships refuse to sail here. Kithra has a reputation for being cursed. Those ruined ships at the docks don't do much to dispel that rumor.
This place looks deserted. We need to make port where there's some women to be found.
The fairer sex is a salve to ease all care.
Human women.
Oh, I have loved all types, and each has been an infinite joy.
Sounds more like lust than love.
No. To truly love one woman, you must first be able to love all women. Each helps you love more fully the next.
Then I should be pretty damn good by now.
Now you're the one confusing love and lust.
Oh, I never do that. Love drains a man of his sense and courage. Lust only drains his purse.
It will be interesting to see how much of the Kithra I remember still remains.
That's all for now, Pan. Thank you.
3 things I'd hope to find. A hot meal, a warm embrace, a passable wine. 3 things we find instead: a deserted harbor, the stench of swamp gas, and bugs the size of sparrows.
This isn't a pleasure trip, Achilles.
Oh, the taste of Argos' cooking dispelled any such illusion the night we sailed from Mycenae.
What's a few ghosts, anyway?
So Kithra was once home to the Fleece?
Held in Athena's temple.
Must have been someone either very brave or very stupid to steal something from Athena.
Or very desperate. In any case, it's not the fleece we're supposed to find here, but a descendant of Athena herself.
Understood. So I've been speaking with Lycus. He thinks it a good idea that I live among humans for a time. After we find the fleece, of course. He says I won't ever truly know myself until I do.
When we're done, you're welcome to return with me to Iolcus. You can see how that fits you, and then go from there. It's a beautiful place. Not as busy as Mycenae, and lots of open space.
I'd like to see your home. Perhaps I'll take you up on that offer.
I've been to Kithra once or twice over the centuries, Jason. But not since the great storm afflicted the island. After that, no one heard from Kithra again. Nevertheless, perhaps I would prove useful in navigating the ruins that remain.
Yes. You'll come ashore with me.
Of course. Ready when you are. It's quiet. Either there's no one here, or they're trying hard not to be heard.
This place was once full of life. Fishermen at work, ships arriving to bring travelers from all over Greece. Further inland is Kithra village, and the Temple of Athena itself.
I don't see any signs that would suggest a large group of people.
It's one of the great mysteries. One day, during a fantastic thunderstorm, everything just stopped. News from Kithra simply ceased to exist. Travelers arrived to find the island deserted and the temple sealed. Some claim they found a city of statues, as if the people had left behind monuments to themselves.
Somewhere on this island is the person we seek.
If only we came before the vanishing, you could have chosen between 2 members of Athena's bloodline. Twins.
Twins?
The High Priestess Medusa and her brother Perseus, the Temple Guardian. Both young and beautiful and full of promise, the pride of Kithra. But they vanished along with the rest. The one we seek would have to be many generations removed from those siblings.
And what of the fleece?
Kithra was once home to the Golden Fleece. Some think the fleece could still be here. As far as I know, no one's been inside the temple since that great storm so many years ago.
The sooner we start looking, the sooner we'll finish. Come.
Statues, like in Pan's tale. Who would put these in such a place?
Could it be a warning?
Of what?
Of whatever caused the Kithrans to disappear.
An Isle of Judgment awaits its sentence.
Temple of Wisdom cries out for guidance. Wisdom, justice, courage, discipline, humility. These are the virtues that must be preserved.
How far to the temple, Pan? That seems a likely place to hunt our quarry.
The temple lies past the swamps, adjoined to Kithra village, beyond a great gate. If those gates are closed, we may have a hard time getting in. We shall see.
Over there! Look!
Are you the judge? The village is ahead.
I didn't hear that girl approach. That girl left no tracks.
I hope the swamps have not overtaken the village.
They're waiting for you.
These statues show an attack, but it doesn't make any sense. If the Kithrans were killed in an invasion, who would have made the statues? The people who killed them?
Here, come. This is what you must do.
Who are you?
My name is Strixa. I was chosen to deliver the message. This is the Ring of Virtues. This is what you must do.
Where is everyone? Where are the other villagers?
I'm not alone. Everyone is here. They've been waiting for you. You've already seen the others.
The statues?
Yes. The Dark Ones came in the night. We were defenseless. We could not stand against them.
The Dark Ones did this? Turned the people into statues?
No, she did. To keep us safe until the virtues could be restored. That's why we've been waiting. For you.
Who are the Dark Ones? Do you mean the Dark Statues?
Their hearts are black, but not as black as what lies in the temple. Darkness took the light away, stole it in the night. You must make the virtues shine again.
I don't understand. What virtues do you speak of?
You know, don't you? You tell him.
We are standing in the Ring of Virtues, Jason. The 5 smaller circles at the edges represent the 5 virtues of Athena. Wisdom, justice, discipline, courage, and humility. Last I was here, each of the virtue circles shone like a beacon of light. The people here believed the light would shine for as long as the virtues were honored on this island.
This is what you must do. Make the virtues shine again. Then the temple will be open to us all. Tell him.
She's right, Jason. The gate only opens after the ring of virtues is lit.
It's one thing to know what you hunt. It's another to know how. What must be done?
You must find and save the devout. 5 true believers. 5 virtues. Bring them home, and their virtue will light your path.
What are the 5 virtues?
Wisdom, justice, discipline, courage, humility. These are the beacons that will light your path.
How will we know these believers who must be saved? Where can we find them?
They are here, in the village, in the swamps. They are waiting for you.
Strixa, do you know if there is anyone still here who carries the blood of Athena?
The twins are trapped within, but whether they will be saved is a judgment not yet given.
If these devout people are statues, how can they be saved?
Their time for waiting is over, now that you are here. When you near them, they will hear your call.
We will find your 5 virtuous Kithrans, and if they are in danger, we will save them.
Order from chaos, hope from despair, redemption from dishonor. The Dark Ones will try to stop you. And so it has begun.
Athena, help us!
Jason, the statues!
Stop!
Athena's grace, you've saved us. I knew our prayers would be answered.
Thank you, stranger. Who are you?
I am Jason. These are my companions.
The satyr? You've been here before.
Yes, long ago. You are Magistrate Minnow.
I am.
These creatures, who or what are they?
They were Ionians. They attacked us in the night. Before we knew it, they were in the village. Before we could react, many were slaughtered. Some of our people fled into the swamps.
Ionians chased after them as well.
When all hope seemed lost, Athena delivered us, protecting us until one could arrive to stop this attack.
Have Ionians attacked before? Were they raiders?
That's what I thought at first. But they knew much of our village. I heard one of their captains shout orders to find and kill Perseus.
If they were simply raiders looking for plunder, how would they know his name?
Where are your defenses, your warriors?
We have none. Not after Phaedon disbanded the Temple Guard.
Phaedon?
A foreign prince and scholar. He is Medusa's advisor and consort.
Why did he disband the Guard?
He said that true followers of Athena should trust in her protection.
The Guard, he said, was a sign of a lack of faith.
We must find and save more of your people. We saw other statues on the way here. Where else should we look?
There are still more here in the village, but I beseech you to also explore the swamps. My daughter Iona was keeping a vigil at a small shrine to Athena there.
Our healer, Cassia, is out there as well. She went to gather herbs for the sick. We have a small child racked with fever. Cassia must be found.
Do you know what's happened inside the temple?
No, the gate is shut. The Ring of Virtues has gone dark. You must find our people and bring them home. Then, perhaps, the gate will open again.
Are Medusa and Perseus inside?
I can only assume so. Medusa lived in the temple. Perseus was with us in the village when the attacks occurred. But he ran inside to get the Spear of Virtue, hoping it would turn the battle.
A squad of Ionians followed him inside. The gate shut soon after that.
Stay safe here. We'll send any others we find back to the village.
You fulfill Athena's will. Return our people and my daughter Iona.
Athena protect you.
Where is Uncle? Where is Uncle? Wait for Uncle, Kiri. Wait by the virtues. Wait by the virtues. Sweep the floor, Kiri. Wait by virtues. Fish for dinner. Fish for dinner. Humility is the basis of all virtue. Humility is the basis of all virtue. Wait by the virtues, Kiri. Uncle bring home fish for dinner. Uncle bring home fish for dinner.
The Nisiros say that great souls often live in troubled minds.
Courage is always a choice.
What are these things he keeps saying?
The tenets of the virtues of Athena. He may be simple, but he knows the virtues well.
Wisdom is the simplification of knowledge. Wait for Uncle. Wait for Uncle.
You know your virtues well.
Kiri follows virtues. Athena blessed the small and great. Small and great. Justice is the truth in action. Action. Sweep the floor and wait for Uncle. Athena watches all. Watches all.
What is your name, lad?
Kiri. Kiri short for Kyrinos. Uncle says Kiri. Kiri says Kiri. Kiri short for Kyrinos. Discipline is the order that allows freedom. Kiri discipline. Wait for Uncle. Wait by virtues. Wait by virtues.
Where is your uncle?
Uncle Popo. Bring home fish for dinner. Humble Kiri must wait. Humble Kiri must wait. Humility is the basis of all virtue. Kiri, humility. Sweep floor. Sweep village. Keep clean. Keep clean.
We must find this boy's uncle. He needs his guardian.
He said his uncle is fishing. We could search the docks.
That was a wait to test any mortal's patience.
Indeed, Galen. Our thanks to you, young warrior. I am General Eratosthenes, leader of the Silver Order.
Mead! Bring me mead!
This is General Galen, and the fellow in the back is Lieutenant Dionysios.
The only one missing is General Ericos. That old fool.
What is the Silver Order?
A league of retired officers of the Temple Guard. Technically speaking, you witness an illegal gathering. Phaedon outlawed our order some time ago.
Damn foreigner disbanded the guard. Athena willing, he's long dead now.
Mead! I beg you! Mead!
Quiet, you!
Who is Ericos?
He's the eldest member of our order, a retired general.
When the Ionians came ashore, our girl Adelpha ran for the swamps. Ericus urged us to take up our arms and protect her, then cursed us all for cowards when we chose to stay here.
What can I say? We are old men. Our fighting days are behind us. He headed after her alone. He always was a proud one.
Oh, my head!
Enough, Dio! Friend, if you're headed for the swamps, keep an eye out for old Ericos.
You should be safe in the village. Farewell. Here, there is the law. The law is deaf to the lamentations of the condemned. The law returns mute silence to the outcries of the populace. The law is blind to all station and condition. Here there is the law, and any here must bow to it.
That's both reassuring and unsettling at the same time.
Kithra was renowned for its code of law. Its system was used as the model for many other cities and nations.
Praise Athena!
Now let us out, Sporus! I beg you!
You had your trial. The village may be saved, but you aren't.
Yes, Pyrrho, we were given what we were due.
It wasn't me! I swear!
What crime did these men commit?
Murder, sir. They killed their employer and stole his money. Facts were plain enough. Now, why don't you tell us where you hid the loot, and go to the underworld with a clear conscience?
I cannot tell you what I do not know.
And I told you you've already found all that I took!
All these years with a death sentence over your head, yet you still spite Athena's virtues?
These might be the only two men who would prefer to remain as statues.
If they're already sentenced to die, what reason could they have to keep the money?
Could you relate the facts of the case, Bailiff?
Both these men, Comius and Pyrrho, served as private guards to Diodorus, a wealthy trader. One night, Diodorus's brother Nico came by to visit and found Comius hovering over Diodorus's dead body. During a search of Comius's house, we found the poison responsible. Then we searched Pyrrho's house and found some of the missing money. Clearly, they were working together.
It isn't true! He was already dead when I got there!
Sure he was, Pyrrho. And whoever murdered him just happened to leave some coin behind for you.
I know the evidence does not favor me, but I did not kill Diodorus.
I'm tired of arguing. Athena has saved us, and murderers have no place in the new Kithra. They die tomorrow. Thank you again for saving us, stranger.
You intend to execute these men in the pillories?
I don't look forward to it, but they earned that fate. They killed a good man.
Stranger, this may sound odd, but I'm grateful you've come. I'd rather this all be over with than sit and wait another day.
You claim you're innocent. What's your side of the story?
I'm afraid there's not much to it. That's the problem, really. I got a summons to meet Diodorus at his vault. When I got there, I found him dead. Within a few moments, Nico arrived. I understand why he accused me. It did look suspicious.
Who summoned you to meet Diodorus?
Kyrinos, the village simpleton. People often have him deliver messages. He may be slow, but he always gets it right.
What was the message exactly?
Just that Diodorus wanted to see me at his vault. That's all.
Same here! The idiot told me the exact same thing!
What of Piero here?
Like Sporus said, we both worked as guards for Diodorus. We were never close, but I wouldn't have thought him a murderer.
Why would you? You did it yourself!
If you are innocent, why did they find poison in your house?
I have no answer for that. I certainly didn't put it there.
Just admit it, Comius! You could at least save me!
I won't lie to save you or myself.
Tell me more about Nico, the trader's brother.
I didn't know him well. He seemed upstanding.
If I learn anything more, I'll let you know.
Stranger, you have to listen to me. I'm innocent! Comius poisoned him, not me!
Tell me your account of the crime.
I got a summons to meet the boss at his vault, so I went. When I got there, the old fool was unconscious and the vault was open wide as Leto's legs.
Who summoned you to meet Diodorus?
That idiot Kyrinos gave me the message. One thing he's good for, at least. Told me the boss wanted to see me at his vault. That's all.
The old trader was unconscious, you say. So he wasn't yet dead.
That's the thing! I didn't think he was gonna die!
What do you think of Comius?
Always seemed like an honest man. Just goes to show. They found the poison at his place, right? What more do you need? I certainly didn't conspire with him. Now, if only he'd admit to it, I'd be spared.
I have nothing to admit, Piero.
Pah! You see?
How do you explain the money they found at your house?
Look, I took some of the money. I've admitted that from the start. But when I got to the vault, it was wide open. Most of the coin was gone, but there was a little left. I figured Diodorus owed me as much for the way he's always treated me like a slave. I took the money. I shouldn't have, and I'm sorry. But I didn't kill him!
If I learn anything more, I'll let you know.
Will not harm these men.
Watch your men! Come on, then!
Thank you. I am Pathanos, foreman of this mill. These are my men. Sorry. Give me a moment. My knees are still shaking.
You fought bravely, Pathanos.
To tell the truth, I've never been more afraid.
Without fear, there can be no courage. Overcoming fear is what makes one brave. What's your story, Pathanos?
Not much to tell. I run the mill and keep watch over these men.
You've done more than that. We owe our lives to Pathanos. He saved us from Phaedon.
All of us here were sentenced to death in Phaedon's court. Pathanos convinced him to put us to work instead.
I deserve no credit. It was Perseus's idea.
What were you men convicted of?
Oh, we are all brutal criminals. I was caught outside after curfew.
And I was overheard calling Phaedon a meddling outsider.
For such offenses, Phaedon and his judges decreed death.
You knew Perseus.
After Phaedon seized the temple, Perseus came and lived among the people in the village. He suggested I recruit convicts to work at the mill, to save them from Phaedon's perverted judgment.
The village is safe now. You should bring these men back.
I think we should first secure the mill. We're going to need wood to rebuild, and lots of it. We'll be all right here. My thanks again to you.
Why didn't Athena simply turn the Ionians into stone and spare the Kithrans?
Perhaps Athena believed everyone was culpable to some degree for the theft of the fleece.
How could you blame children, though?
Do you know the two guards locked in the pillories? Comius and Pyrrho.
Comius and Pyrrho, boss wants to see you. Diodorus waiting at his vault,
Right. You gave them that message.
Kiri always tell the truth. Humility starts with honesty.
Who told you to give them the message? Was it Diodorus himself?
No, not Diodorus. Brother, Nico.
I see. Thank you, Kyrinos.
He must have landed while we were in the swamps. Hurry, to his boat. We'll kill his crew and lay in wait.
I'll save you the wait.
There he is. Kill him.
Praise Athena! They say patience is a fisherman's best friend. But even patience has a limit. I am Polemon. Thank you for saving me.
Do you have a nephew, Polemon? A boy by the name of Kiri?
Kyrinos, is he well?
In a manner of speaking. He's waiting for you in the village, along with the others we've restored.
They must be famished. I can't go back empty-handed. Let me catch some supper.
Don't tarry long, Polemon. There is still danger.
I understand. Now, let's see if the fish are still biting.
These people were no match for the Ionians. Athena certainly saved many of them, but there must have been a better way.
I wonder if the gray-eyed goddess felt too close to the people here to serve as an unbiased judge.
Wait for Uncle. Wait by virtues. Athena's watching.
Kyrinos, your uncle Polemon is on his way. He says to wait a little longer.
Yes. Kiri, wait. There is wisdom in doing what wisdom says. Kiri, wait for Uncle here. Kiri, wait for Uncle here. Discipline is the order that allows freedom.
Kiri, there's a good boy.
Uncle! Kiri, wait like you said. Kiri, wait like you said.
Good lad. Thank you, all of you. I'll watch over Kiri now.
Here, did proud Arachne hang herself after realizing the folly of her arrogance. The Weaver, whose skill was flawless but whose wisdom wasn't, chose to challenge Athena herself. Arachne wove a tapestry disrespectful to the gods. When compared to the noble work of Athena, Arachne could not bear her shame. Athena took pity on Arachne and turned her lifeless form into a spider.
Turned into a spider? Ugh, nasty things.
Adelpha, my dear, are you hurt?
No, Ericos. Are there any more?
You're safe for now. I am General Ericos. This is Adelpha, my charge. You are to be commended for your assistance in helping me put down the Ionian threat.
I was happy to help, General. There are people in the village again. Would you escort the young lady safely back?
Of course, young warrior. And if there are any Ionians between here and there, I've got plenty more to give them.
There aren't any Ionians between here and there, are there?
The way is clear. Stay to the path and go straight back.
Come, Adelpha. No one will stand in our way.
You're sure it's clear?
It will be once I'm done for Athena!
I thought before this transformation was cruel, but I've changed my mind. What if you didn't come to Saria when you did, Jason? I'd have rather been turned to stone and waited for our victory than live on and watch the Nisiros leave Saria. We can make sure these people have not waited in vain.
Indeed, Atalanta. A noble thought indeed.
Thank you. I was hoping you'd find me out here.
You were aware of our presence?
In a sense. In Athena's sanctuary, we could feel the passage of time, but not as you do. Others who have come, we see only as passing shadows. But you are clear to us. As you approached, I could see fully again. I'm glad you came when you did. Not for my own sake, you understand, but for the child's.
What child?
Demetria, a young girl. She has a terrible fever. Eleni was watching over her while I went to find herbs.
Cassia, do you know what's happened in the temple?
Not since I left to tend to Demetria. I was serving as the High Priestess Medusa's personal healer. So I have seen firsthand the changes that have occurred in the temple since Phaedon arrived. Changes to our laws, our customs, and to Medusa herself.
What were the changes to the law?
Before, we had a system of laws that were established so that everyone would know them. Phaedon gave more powers to the judges, allowing them to decide cases as they personally saw fit. Of course, Phaedon often sits as judge himself.
What happened to Medusa?
Medusa was always a bit vain. Athena, forgive me for saying so. It is her great weakness. Phaedon played to that vanity. He feeds her constant flattery. She was once serious and concerned about her station and the people. But more and more, she has ceded her authority to Phaedon, while she spends her days in idle amusement.
What were the changes to the law?
Before, We had a system of laws that were established so that everyone would know them. Phaedon gave more powers to the judges, allowing them to decide cases as they personally saw fit. Of course, Phaedon often sits as judge himself.
How did Phaedon influence your customs?
The temple and the village were once closely joined. The priest would often come to the Ring of Virtues and speak with the people directly. They would even bring the fleece there and use it to heal the suffering. Phaedon stopped all that. Ordinary people are no longer allowed in the temple, and the fleece is not allowed out.
Go, Cassia. Return to the village where it's safe.
I will. I just pray I'm not too late to save Demetria.
That was some battle we had. We must have slain 50 of those Ionians between us. That was some battle.
Ericos had his one last adventure. Thanks to you, he lives to boast about it.
When did Phaedon disband the Temple Guard?
As soon as Perseus left the temple, without its captain, the guard was weakened.
Phaedon claimed Perseus abandoned his duty, a sign that the guard was no longer trustworthy.
Only a month later, the Ionians came.
Is Perseus a member of the Silver Order?
No. I think all of us secretly hoped he'd go back and restore the guard.
I know he had his reasons for leaving. But part of me wonders if the Ionians would have been so brazen if Perseus had stayed.
Our business takes us elsewhere. Be well.
Oh, my head. Good man. A drink, I beg you.
Kichita homone! His breath would put a centaur on Bruised Day Feast to shame.
Dear goat, you would understand. My horned brother. Say you have a horn or two for me. Full, half full, I'll take a sip. The fumes from your breath if you've lately been at cups.
Alas, my friend, I too am parched.
Then there's nothing to it. You must rescue my partner, the Mead Man.
Where would we find the mead man?
Good Marinos, trusted partner. He is an artisan in the crafting of mead. You see, I supply the spices. A particular blend, you understand. A hint of nutmeg and clove. Oh, dear. How are we to obtain spices when there's no one here to trade with? No matter. In the eastern swamps, Marinos makes his mead.
Bless Ericos, he means well. But thank Athena you arrived when you did.